I'm in my new role as strategist. Good evening, everybody. So, Kresse, we're going to start you off maybe with a question. And your business, Elvis and Kresse, is really an early-stage business that's put social purpose and transparency at the core of its business. And you've evolved, I think, what is a remarkable closed-loop business model. And what I understand is that if your business were the size of Monsoon, that you would be able to provide the private funding for the fire service in the UK, which is an extraordinary example of what growth could do for your business and a social purpose. Can you maybe start us off by telling us about your business model?
Sure. Elvis and Kresse started sort of in 2005, formalized in 2007. We collect commercial and industrial wastes, things that I fall in love with in bins and skips and on the street, into luxury lifestyle products, but also things that we sell with Sainsbury's. So we reverse engineer. We start with a waste problem and we create a product out of that and a market for it out of that. And we give 50% of our profits to charities associated with the wastes on a line-by-line basis. So my first line was made from all of the decommissioned fire hoses from London. And from that line, we donate 50% of our profits to the firefighters' charity.
Okay, so what percent of your feedstock is coming from waste?
Well, in full transparency, it's not 100% because in order to make and manufacture my products, I need things like thread and zippers. I can't find a way to get someone to unpick thread for me so that I can re-put it into a new product. And YKK, which is my zipper manufacturer, will only make me new zips from reclaimed materials if I'm willing to order something in the range of 1 million at a time. So I do have to grow in order to eliminate some of the compromises that we have. But other than that, we're pretty close.
And in terms of transparency, I mean, I've heard you talking about your transparency, and it is remarkable. Maybe you could just talk a bit about that and how transparency has helped you to grow your business, if it has.
Well, for us, it's just really important, and it happens in a couple of ways. We have a workshop. It's an open workshop. People can come whenever they want to. So I gave a talk at Oxford about a month ago, and a week after that, all these MBA students showed up and just came in and started dissecting everything, and that's totally fine. So that can happen. We endorse it. Anyone's welcome. The second thing is that we have a really open communication line with all of our stakeholders. So I collect waste from the London Fire Brigade. I donate to the firefighters' charity. Both organizations can view my accounts at any time. And that's because when we started, we knew a lot of companies who were making these profit promises and profit sharing promises, and they were getting into trouble. And I said, well, the best way to keep everybody happy and everything clean is for them to check it and for them to know everything that we're doing. And that was our first sort of foray into transparency, but the benefits on the flip side are just enormous. I came to the UK in 2004, and now I've got this ridiculous, amazing community. There's 30,000 fire service personnel in the UK. They all know what we do. They love what we do. They're brand ambassadors, and we get that by sharing with their community. There's 8 PR people working for the London Fire Brigade, and when there aren't lots and lots of fires, they do a lot of PR on our behalf. And that's because we're open and honest with them. So we get a community out of it. We get support out of it. We don't feel like we're alone. We also get a lot of new customers. It's been an incredibly positive experience from day one, and I wouldn't have it any other way. And I mean, I also think the most important thing for us is if there's something bad about what we do, you'll hear it from me before you hear it from anyone else.